Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports back in another video day. And yesterday, the Cleveland Cavaliers crushed the Boston Celtics 118-94. Boston lose their third straight game 2. They lost game 2 against Miami, and then game 2, the Miami Heat. I mean, 2 series against the Miami Heat. You have last year's Eastern Conference Finals. They lost game 2 of that series, and then you have this year's first round series against the Miami Heat. They lost game 2 in Boston, and now another game 2, another game in Boston, and it's a loss for Boston. And I did take Cleveland to win this game. I took Boston to win game 1. I took Cleveland to win game 2. I took Cleveland to win game 3. Being at home and being a good home team, I took Boston to win the rest of the series and close this series out in 6. So that's the way I've had things going so far. So if Cleveland could win game 3, then yeah, everything would be correct, but then Boston have to win the rest of the games in this series, which I don't know what their home struggles if they can go back at home and get a big game 5 win, but at the same time they haven't struggled in game 5s at home recently, at least. But yeah, so all right, 118-94 is the final score. The Cavs played a great game. I mean, this is without Jared Allen. Donovan Mitchell struggling in the first half, tied at 54 at halftime, and they went on a huge run in the third and fourth quarter, outscoring the Boston Celtics by 24 in the second half. Donovan Mitchell only had 6 points in the first half, and he was terrific in the second. He had 29 points in the game with 8 assists and 7 rebounds, 23 points in the second half for Donovan Mitchell. Evan Mobley was great, 21 points. He had 15 in the first half. He had 10 rebounds in the game, 5 assists, 9 for 15, 1 for 2 from 3, 12 points for Isaac Okoro, 14 points for Darius Garland, who hit 4 threes, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist for Max Strus, 21 points for Karis LeVert, 4 points for both Marcus Morris Sr. and Georgie Niang, 1 point, 2 assists and 3 rebounds for Tristan Thompson with 10 minutes played. He got to step up in this game due to Jared Allen being out. And Evan Mobley did get into some foul trouble in this game. He had, at one point in the third quarter, he had 4 personal fouls, so he got to step up. And 21 points for Karis LeVert off the bench, if I already didn't mention that. 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and that was really it. Boston, 25 points for Tatum. A bad shooting night for Derek White, and they couldn't afford that. 1 for 8 from 3, 10 points, 5 assists. 11 points for Al Horford, one of his best games of the postseason. 4 points for Drew Holiday, and 19 points for Jaylen Brown, and 13 points for Peyton Pritchard off the bench. This is a big win for the Cavs. I think the way they attacked the rim in this game, with knowing the Boston was without Porzingis, they took advantage of that. And honestly, with Porzingis out game 3 as well, if Cleveland could do the same thing they did at home this time, I honestly could see Cleveland winning game 3 and possibly going back to Boston with a 3-1 lead. I don't see Cleveland winning both games, and I don't see. I would be shocked if Cleveland won both games in Cleveland. But with how good Cleveland is at home, that we've seen it in the postseason, we've seen it in the regular season, with the way Cleveland is able to produce at home, and they were able to attack the rim in game 2 on the road in Boston, they are not losing both games in Cleveland, in my opinion. I truly believe that this series will be tied. Game 5 going back to Boston, and we'll see that a very, very crucial, amazing Game 5 in a 2-2 series, which is always very fun to watch. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section, and peace out.